Hello family and friends. Today we're going to be looking at some shade garden, some different plants, and it's going to be nice. Looked all around my yard. There's very few places that I have for shade, and I was glad to be able to get these flowers and plants in because they are made an impact on this area, and it brought a lot of color and texture to this space. Not going to be out here long because it's hot. Now these plants are really going to do good here because all of them do really well in the shade. Got the accent Salmon Impatient, these white Impatients, the Caladium, and all of these do really well in the shade. Now that Caladium will take sun and shade. The Mangave, the Kaleidoscope Mangave with the Rex Begonia, they love that real drainable soil, and they're going to do good back here. I like the colors and the textures back here because it just really brings a nice interest to this space. Got that creeping Jenny trailing over the side, and eventually it's going to hide that pot. You won't even see it. It'll all trail over and fill in. I'm going to be moving these rocks out to the backyard because they add a natural feel to the bed, but the ones behind these flowers, once they start spreading, you're not going to see them. And those big ones over there are in the path. See back here? See the colors in these rocks? They're really nice behind these white Impatients. But you're not going to see them after the flowers spread. Those Impatients under the Caladium there, they should be spaced further apart. But I'll just use more fertilizer and it'll make a nice drift on the way to this creeping Jenny. The creeping Jenny has the green and the chartreuse leaves in there. I like the dark green better, and they're a real sturdy plant. You can see there how good they look when you just water them. They were just watered. The Kaleidoscope Mangave and that red Rex Begonia started stressing when it started warming up because we had the AC on. They were in the house, and the humidity in the house dropped, so I just had to move them outside where it was nice and humid. Look at the variegation in this English ivy. We have the greens, grays, and that border around the outside of the leaf. It's beautiful. That heart-to-heart Caladium are proven winners. I'm really trying to take advantage of this little space of shade I have here. And when these Impatients fill in, it's going to be beautiful. See, this is on the path to the faucet. May consider putting some stepping stones in there. Got the Kimberly Queen fern here on the entrance. It's nice. I like the way that the fronds are up. So the Kimberly Queen is more solid and holds those vertical fronds for a while. I remember when Janice got these pots, she was really excited. We've had them for like 4 years now, and we've had different things in them. But for now, we have these Kimberly Queens, and they get a few hours of morning sun, and then the rest dappled sun through the day. And they're low maintenance. You just keep them watered. Okay, I'm going back to the shade garden. I just got to time the sprinkler right. So in the meantime, I'll just look at this fern one last time, and then I'm going for it. Okay, that one's going this way. Got the sprinklers going. They hit most of the pots and plants in the yard. Okay, it's going back the other way. I'm getting ready to go for it. All right, got a clear shot. Looks like it's not even, oh yeah, it's moving. All right, let me get back to the shade garden. Starting to look like it's not moving. All right, okay, this is what's going on. I'm gonna get rid of these rocks in this walkway because they're taking up space, and we'll be able to get to the faucet easier, and plus see some nice plants on the way there. A little quick update on the porch. White Impatients are filling in nicely, and as I look over the rail, there's the shade garden bed, and I want to do some updates on this so we can see how those Impatients fill in. All of the Impatients are perked up. Now, we've used some different types of Caladiums, but this is the paint splatter Caladium that she had. It's one of the biggest ones I've ever seen. And all of these plants love the shade. The Mangave and Rex Begonia, they do really well in humidity and drainable soil. The Impatients, we have to water those to keeping the soil moist, but it can dry out between waterings. And we have the heart to heart Caladium. See, now those do really well in the shade, but they can also take some sun as well, part sun. So when this thing fills in, it's gonna really,
and you can see there's a few more
color
blooms
to this
on the
space.
Impatients. And the Impatients.
One thing about the Impatients, though, when they don't get enough water, they just get floppy and dramatic. But I like the way they look right now. They're perked up. They're just waiting on those blooms to fill in. Got the creeping Jenny hanging over the side, and that creeping Jenny will really take over. You have to keep an eye on that because when it hits the ground, it will start to take root. Some people say I should have put some perlite or sand in there with that Mangave. I'm going to keep an eye on it, but the soil that I'm using is really, really drainable. Got the English ivy in there. See those margins around the outer edge of the leaf? The Rex Begonias, they from shade, full shade to part shade. The heart to heart Caladium. Look at these patterns in here. Beautiful. Just been waiting for this to fill in, and I'm going to be doing some updates and possibly put some stepping stones through this walkway. I'm going to sink them down into the ground some and add some mulch so that it's flush going through there and you have a nice smooth transition through there on the way to the faucet. Don't want to be walking back there and trip over anything. So see how that bush, we raise the canopy on that bush and we get that shade right there. Here's looking at it from another angle as we approach. And we have that hosta to the right. It's getting sun now, but most of the day that's in the shade. Going to be removing these rocks and putting them somewhere else in the back. I'll have them balanced in the backyard somewhere. And I just wanted to look at this shade garden and bring you along for the journey. We'll keep you updated on if I add any more plants or just the progress of these. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your day.